Hello everyone on the interwebs, my name is Kotek and they're going to be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay between our red Terran in the upper left corner. Have the map playing for Team Evil Geniuses, hailing from Sweden. It is going to be Thorzain versus our blue Protoss in the bottom right corner of the map, playing for Team Fnatic, hailing from Romania. It is going to be NightEnD. Now the map is Bel'shir Vestige, and it is actually a pretty cool map. I've actually been getting kind of sick of it. Dear Lord, the amount of replays we do in this map, but no wonder, it's actually a pretty good map. Has this little intricacies and these little particularities, if I knew how to actually say particularities. But it's still kind of sickening after tons of matches. But NightEnD versus Thorzain, so you can probably expect these two foreigners to get an awesome match for us. Now, cool thing about this map, there are actually two cool things about this map. Cool. So there's this little vast kind of area in front of the natural expansion. It has 3 ramps, and if you use these 3 ramps properly and this area up here properly, then tides can change immensely just by positioning and going around. So much that can change if you do those things. Now another cool thing is the attack paths. Dear Lord, there's so many attack paths. So many and so little at the same time. For example, in the early game, you can only take this path around the watchtower. Well, you can also take this one around here as well, but it's not really worth it, because if you're gonna attack early in the game, then you want to do some pressure fast. And if you go around, you're just not going to get the pressure that you wanted. And you cannot destroy these rocks because that'll take too long, and then it just wouldn't be worth it for the same reason. You just wouldn't get time and efficiency you wanted. Now, in the mid to late game, you can destroy these rocks, create a better attack path. But if your opponent controls the watchtowers, then there's not going to be any element of surprise whatsoever. If he does control the watchtowers, he can take this path around, create a bit of a surprise attack. There's a little marine here and one here, just checking for proxy pylons. Great move, Thorzain, actually. It's pretty safe what he's doing. Yeah, you can go around, create an element of surprise. The watchtowers won't be triggered or any of that. And it's good if your opponent does not have map control around this general area, this here and here. Now we're seeing pretty basic play from both players. NightEnD going for the typical one zealot with the mothership core pressure, but he's going for an expansion first. He's not getting the stalker out yet, which means he wants to play it a bit safer in terms of the late game. He doesn't want to just go head on to do some pressure. He wants to take it slow. There we go, another sentry. He's actually going for double sentry here instead of a stalker. So it's a good thing he actually invested more into the gas, because you need a lot of gas to get the sentry. 100 gas, that is actually quite an expense early on. But for pylon gas, it is just great. Now Thorzain going for that early expand in the main base. Will he go for the orbital command already right off the bat? Well, economically, yes it does. Steam show. Getting a factory with the reactor while switching the barracks. Barracks had the reactor and just switched it around. Will he go for Widow Mines or for Hellbats? It seems, well, Hellion seems like he's going for the Widow Mines, which is going a bit for more mech focus. Why did you just move that around? I'm not even sure about that. But getting an armory, I'm not actually sure what's going to come from Thorzain. It's probably going to be Hellbats from what it seems. He has a factory, but you need an armory to get the Hellbats out. And it's going to be still a pretty nice army composition coming from him, at least for what it seems. Now the hallucinated Phoenix, did Thorzain pick it up that it was a hallucinated Phoenix? I think he did. That cloud being made for the barracks, And the starport just making medevacs like usual. Will he actually be going for a drop? He could be going for a drop actually, but 7 Marines. He would typically want 8 Marines. Or will he go for a double Hellbat drop? Will it actually? I think it's going to be a Hellbat. Double Hellbat going to... There we go. The 2 Hellbats jump into the medevac and they're heading straight towards NightEnd's base. He's a bit protected nicely with those Hawkers. But those Hellbats are just going full speed ahead. And nothing can stop them. NightEnd doesn't even know it's coming. Because look at this. There are no units for either player in the middle of the map. So neither of them know what is happening. But this Phoenix might actually pick it up. Will it actually see it? No, it did not. It didn't see it. At least I don't think it did. No, he didn't. He doesn't seem to have a reaction. There we go. Now's the reaction with the observer spotting it. And the stalkers were just waiting. And the medevac was forced to retreat short of exploding. But NightEnd going for the robotics bay. It has 3 gateways, 1 robotics. So it's pretty nice to go off of 2 base. So he's going to have a lot of bank eventually. So yeah, he's going for the double force to just get those upgrades and spend that money. Getting another observer just in case of widow mines and all that. The double Hellbat drops go into the Nash. I'm not sure if that force was a great idea because now the Zealots cannot actually do anything or they'll be really concave. Oh wow, the Photon overcharge almost killed that medevac. That would have been a huge loss for Thorzain because 2 Hellbats plus a medevac, that is a lot of money that NightEnd could have taken. Said could have took, but no, it is could have taken. Now a bit of amassing of small army from Thorzain, a couple of Marauders, a couple of Marines, but then 4 Hellbats, a medevac, and a lot of SCVs. Is he going to all in? He does seem... Wow, he did another drop and didn't even see it. So our 2 medevacs almost died. Oh, they almost died. They're almost dead, but they survived. They have 4 Hellbats in total. Now this army is actually looking pretty good for Thorzain. And I don't think the NightEnd's actually going to be able to defend this. I mean, the Colossus, it's not being chrono boosted out, so it's still going to take a huge time to get here, around a minute. An in-game minute. Did the medevacs actually go back home? Well, I'm not sure about that. No, they didn't. I think they just got repaired. All the Hellbats got loaded up into the medevac. Will they actually just go to the mineral mine while the rest of the army does the rest of the damage? Now that actually could be. The Photon overcharge here, and the Force are doing a lot of damage, but the medevacs, they have the Hellbats, which is pretty much the best damage dealing units that Thorzain has, and with the Hellbats alone, he is destroying every bit of army that NightEnd has, although there is a Colossus, so he is forced to load those Hellbats up, at least a couple of them. But still, NightEnd's army is pretty much gone. All that he has is 3 Stalkers that are about to die, 4 Stalkers about to die, and 1 Colossus, which might survive a bit better, but still, that boss is pretty much just dead. That Bel'shir core just took a widow mine to the face, and although it triggered, and it didn't die. And there we go with the good-mannered NightEnd with the fair play. GG, nice one, smiley face. Giving the win to Thorzain. Now Thorzain, he just focused a bit on the Hellbats, and it really paid off because the Hellbat army that he had did a lot of damage to the small army that NightEnd had. Even though he had a lot of money, because he didn't have a lot of gateways, but still, those Hellbats, they would have done a lot of damage anyways. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.